to because the beginner slot. So first session will be about introducing ourselves, introducing what we do as a club, and what these sessions, weekend programming sessions, will be about, how they will be useful to you, and what you will gain from the overall process of attending these sessions. So first, we'll just look at what competitive programming exactly is, and later we'll solve some puzzles and then getting started with the actual coding part of competitive programming. So firstly, I am Aditya. I am a second year CSE student. I am one of the coordinators of the programming club. So we are a team of 15 people, 2 heads and 13 coordinators. And what we generally do is we hold sessions for people to, when if they want to learn competitive programming, and we also conduct contests to test how well you've learned what you've learned in competitive programming. And you have sessions, contests, we have discussions and stuff. So when I'm talking about, I'm using this word competitive programming continuously. So let's just look at what competitive programming is. Competitive programming is a mind sport where you implement solutions for math and logic problems. So you'll be given, say, a set of problems. They could resemble real life scenarios as well, which would generally involve some math, and you'll have to write a code which can automate the process of giving a solution to the problem. So for example, say let's take a very simple problem. You have two numbers and you want to add them. That's something that you can manually do for every number. So if I give you 2 and 3, 5, 7 and 8, 15, and so on. But you'd have to automate that process of giving a solution, whatever logic you're using to solve that problem, kind of automate it and give the computer the ability to solve that problem. And that is what you do in programming. In competitive programming, it is basically like a competition, right? Everyone is given the same set of problems, and whoever implements it faster and more efficiently does better. So what is the advantage of doing CP? Doing CP boosts your problem solving skills. So because you are continuously getting exposed to different problems that you just solve using math and logic, and at the higher level, maybe with some special methods that you will call algorithms. So you are kind of just using logic and math to solve problems, and it is generally in real life it's really fun to solve logic problems, right? So for example, if some event is kept based on just logic, there's no theory that you'll have to learn, you'd obviously want to go and participate in it, because there's nothing you need to do beforehand for something that's just based on logic. You just have to do a lot of practice in that area, and that is, you don't need to learn a lot of new stuff. So CP is fun that way because you're just solving math problems and learning from whatever problems you have solved so far. So despite having the advantage of improving your logical thinking, problem solving skills, the most important reason that one would do competitive programming is just for the fun of it. It's basically a logical contest. So you want to just solve that problem and solve it before others. That gives you a joy, right? Like just like how you compete with different people, and when you get the first place, you'll have some and then some kind of pleasure that you'll get just by doing well. So that's what you get in CP as well. So when you are faced with a tough problem, and you think for a long time on it, maybe hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe a couple of days, and finally when you get a solution to that problem, it feels really happy. You put a lot of effort into that problem, and you were able to get that thing correctly. So that satisfaction of writing a code to a problem and getting it accepted by the judge is something that's really fun and gives you a lot of happiness, you could say. And it's not just some kind of hobby CPs. It also has I would say not applications. It has benefits even in your college life. So competitive programming is very helpful when you go to interns and placements. A lot of the major companies like Amazon, Google, Facebook, their interviews, the coding part of the interviews is mostly just competitive programming problems taken from some website or some source directly. So if you have had experience in solving such problems, you'll definitely find these interviews easy compared to someone who didn't, and you'll be even able to ace those interviews. So it's just solving math and logic problems, and continuous solving gives you that, sharpens your problem solving skill, and you become a better problem solver that way. So that's pretty much what competitive programming is. So now that you've told what competitive programming is, one question is like, okay, maybe give me an example of it. So let's start with a riddle. So this might be a riddle that you guys might have seen before already. So you have two containers. one container measures 13 liters. So it's a very irregular shaped container. We'll draw it here. So one container is a irregular 13-liter container. You don't have any markings on this container. You don't know when is 1 liter, 2 liters on, but the total volume of this container is 13. Similarly, you have another container, again very irregularly shaped, meaning this, and that can hold 8 liter. So you can only measure 8 liter using this container. You can't measure something like say 4 liter directly. Now you have these two containers and you have a river. You have a river of flowing water. You can assume you have infinite water in the river. Now, just using these two containers, I want you to give me exactly 10 liter. So can you do it? If you guys can do it, you can just raise your hand. Don't speak it out because others might be trying. Okay, so already solutions start coming already. These are all solutions, right? Okay, cool. Okay, so if you've seen the problem already, I say don't reply it directly now so that others can. So a lot of people are raising hands, 16 people. Maybe I'll wait for something like 25. Anyone has a doubt on what the problem is? You have two containers of different volumes. You have a river of infinite water. Using this water in these containers, I want you to give me exactly 10 liter. Okay, so hands are raising a lot. I guess I'll go to Vansh. Someone, can you give Satoshi? Can you give them mic access? I can do that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah. So, okay, I guess I can allow. Okay, allow. Vansh, can you unmute? I'll maybe move to Aditya then. Aditya, can you unmute? Aditya Verma. Okay, so are you guys facing some issue not allowing me to? Okay.
Hello.
Okay, so who is talking right now? Aditya. Okay, cool. So yeah, Aditya, what was your solution to this problem?
So you fill up the 13-liter container first.
I fill up the 13-liter container. So this will have 13 liter and this one will have 0 liters.
Yeah.
Now?
And then you pour that water into the 8-liter container till the other one's filled.
Yeah, so this will become 8 and this will become 5. Now?
Then you keep those 5 liters aside and repeat the process.
Where will you keep it? You can only keep it in these two containers. You don't have any other third container. So I want you to give me the 10 liter just using these two containers. So even the 10 liter will have to be stored among these two. So okay, I guess some of you had thought like taking 5 liters and storing it in a third container. But there's no third container. You have only these two containers, and I want you to just give me 10 liters in these two containers. Yes, maybe you can. Yeah, there's a trap here. So I'll maybe lower everyone's hand because some of you might have.
Yeah, Aditya, can you just?
Yeah. Okay. Everyone is muted. Cool.
Yeah. Yes.
So I guess right now, like, is it possible to lower everyone's hands?
Yeah. I will just do that.
Okay, I can only lower one guy's hand. Okay, so now if you have a solution, raise your hand. Given that you have only two containers and you have to get 10 liters just using these two containers. Yes, hands raising so much. Okay, so I'll go to the first one here. UK Aravindan, can you unmute? Yeah, cool. So, okay, so what is your solution to this problem?
You can just pour the 8 liters out.
So you pour the 8 liters out, you have 0 and 5.
Pour the 5 into the.
You'll have 0 and 5.
Till 13.
Till 13, so you have 13 and 5.
Pour the excess out, 25.
Okay, so pour it to the 8 until that is full. So it will be 10 and 8. And thus you've got 10 liters. Yeah, so I'll explain the solution once again. So first you fill the 13-liter one. So you'll have 13 liters in the 13-liter one, and you'll have 0 in the 8-liter one. Then you, using this water, you fill the 8-liter one. So you'll have 5 liters left over here, and you'll have 8 liters over here. And now you have 5 over here, so dump this 8. So you'll have 5 and 0. Transfer this 5 to here, you'll have 0 and 5. Now fill the 13-liter again by taking water from the river. You'll have 13 and 5. And now fill from 13, pour into the 8-liter container until 8-liter becomes full. That will give us 10 and 8. So we've got 10 liter in the 13-liter container. So that was a somewhat straightforward riddle. Some food for thought in the same problem is, instead of me giving you say 13 and 8, okay, one variation is given 13 and 8, you can think about what all liters of water you can measure. For example, here we were able to measure 10. We were also able to measure 5 here, because we at some stage we got 5 liters. We can obviously measure 13 and 8. We were able to measure 10 and 5. You can try to think about what are the other values that you can measure. That's some food for thought. We'll not discuss them right now, but you can think on that direction. So basically, there's nothing you have to. This is just a basic math riddle. You don't have to know anything beforehand or something. So there's a lot of CP problems that are like this, where you don't require any prerequisite knowledge, but you just have to solve it like a logical riddle kind of problem. So let's go to another problem that we have. So there are 99 ants on a number line at coordinates 1 to 99, and coordinates 0 and 100 on the number line are the exit gates. So you can imagine this to be like a 1D chamber, and 0 and 100 have 2 exit gates, and in 1 to 99 at each position you have one ant. Ants standing on odd number are faced to the right, while ants standing on an even number are faced to the left side. All ants start walking simultaneously in the direction that they are facing with the speed of 1 minute per second. At any moment, if 2 ants collide, they'll immediately change directions and continue walking with same speed. So again, maybe I'll go to Zideboard. We have a number line. We have 100 ants here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 98, 99. 98, 99. So at each position, you have an ant over here. Any ant on an odd number position is faced to the right. So there's an ant over here facing this way, ant over here facing this way, so on, ant over here facing this way. Now you have even number ants facing to the left. So you have an ant over here, so on till ant over here facing this side. Now at t equal to 0, they all start moving. So ant 1 and 2 move this way. They will collide, and the moment they collide, what they do is they will undergo something like an elastic collision, and 2 will begin to move this way, 1 will begin to move this way with the same speed as initially. And similarly 3, 4 collide, so on, 97, 98 collide, and so on. So similarly, now when 2 goes here, it will collide with someone over this side, and again 2 will change direction, and there will be a lot of collisions going on. So the question that we have is, after how many seconds from the start will the last ant exit through the gates? Could be through 0, 100, but when does the last ant exit this whole 1D box? So you've seen the question, solved it before. I request you guys not to put the answer, but if you're seeing it for the first time, you can take some time and try to solve it. And once you have a solution, you can raise your hand. If you've seen it before, preferably don't raise your hand for now, so that the fun is not lost for others. Okay, first time means cool. That's cool. Okay, so how many hand raised we have? 4, and maybe wait for speed. You can assume 1 unit per second. Okay, we have 5. Eh? Okay, I'll show the question again. Sure. Yeah. You have ants like this from 1 to 99. 0 and 100 are exit gates. Odd ants are faced to the right. Even ants are faced to the left. Whenever 2 ants collide, they will undergo an elastic collision, and they will change directions and continue walking in the same speed in the new direction. And once an ant is an exit gate, you just leave the box. Yeah. You want to ask a question? Is that fine, Kishore, I guess? Collision takes, you can assume collision takes 0 time. Like collisions are instantaneous. Last ant means like, so for example, here, ant 99, it will start at t equal to 0, and at 1 second itself, it will leave the whole portal. And similarly, after that, some ants will leave, and some ants will leave to this as well. At the last ant to leave the whole box in time. So the final ant to leave the box, it will leave at some time t. What is the value of t? Final ant meaning, yeah, that is the t. Okay, there are different answers. I guess, okay, and 7 people have raised hands. Okay, I'll maybe ask Anurag. Anurag, can you unmute? Oh, I'll give him permission. Yeah, Anurag? Yeah, so what do you think the answer is?
I think the answer is 99.
Can you explain why you think it's 99?
Each collision and the ant moves in the opposite direction, making the collision ineffective because each ant is the same.
Yeah, exactly. So when a collision between 1 and 2 happens over here, just after the collision, 1 goes this way, 2 goes this way, but then ants all look the same. So I can just look at it like this. It's as if I can rename ant number 2 as 1 and ant number 1 as 2. So now it feels like ant 1 just kept going to the right, and ant 2 kept going to the left, as if no collision happened at all. And you can see that this works for any collision that happens because it's elastic and all ants are identical. So it is as if you can take an ant over here, it will collide with some other ant, it will collide with ant 2, and now ant 2 will begin going this way. You can imagine that is only ant 1, and so on. So it's as if there's no collisions and the ant is just moving towards the right. So there's a distance of 99 for ant 1. For ant 2, it is going to be 2. For ant 3, it is going to be 97, and so on. So the person who is farthest from the exit gate will take the longest time. So 99 seconds will be the answer. Does anyone have any query on why the answer is 99? Yeah, so it's like, you might think I'll do collisions and stuff, but the nice thing is, like, even though collision happened, you can imagine the problem as if no collision happened and they just continued in the same direction. So any doubts on the solution? Yeah, sure. So Sai Teja, right? Maybe I'll give you mic access. Sai Teja, can you raise your hand? Okay, maybe not, fine. So initially we are given that all 1 faces to the right, 2 faces to the left, and when they start, 1 will start from here, it will move till 1.5, 2 will start from here, it will move till 1.5, and then they collide over here. 1 is over here, 2 is over here. After collision, 2 will begin moving this way and 1 will be moving this way, right? Now after collision, I can imagine ant 2 to be ant 1 and ant 1 to be ant 2. I just change their numbers, and it looks like as if ant 1 just continued moving in the same direction and ant 2 continued moving in the same direction, as if the collision didn't happen at all. So even though actual collision happened over here, but if you just see the ants traveling, it is as if ant 2 just went this way and ant 1 went this way. They kind of just crossed each other. So whenever a collision happens, you can assume they just cross each other. We're not concerned about which ant is the last to go and all right now. So you can assume as if whenever a collision happens, they just cross each other and go normally. So 1 is moving to the right, it'll have to exit through this gate. This gate is gate 100 at 100. So there's a distance of 99 between ant's initial position and 100. So it'll take 99 seconds to move. So the ant this ant that goes the last ant to exit need not be the ant that started at position number 1. In fact, it is not the ant that started at position number 1. But for solving the problem, we can imagine as if this ant only went here. So any doubts? If you guys have doubts, you can raise your hand. Yes, Raghuram and Sagar, do you guys have doubts? Okay. Yeah, so again, like in this question also, you can think about like what is that ant that actually goes through gate 100. We know it need not be ant number 1. ant number 1 will in fact come like this. It will collide and exit this way itself. So it's not ant number 1 which is the last ant to go. You can think about which ant will be the last ant to go and how many collisions happen and so on. Some of you had replied those in the chats, and you can think about it. Maybe we'll tell you the answers after the session. So these are just a couple of fun riddles to get you started with the problem solving kind of thing. So first, let's now look at an actual competitive programming platform. So this is codeforces.com. This is very popular. You could even say the #1 competitive programming platform that is there right now. So this is my profile. You can register here for free and make a profile for yourself. For now, maybe I'll just make a new profile in Codeforces. So generally, when I was signed in, so you were able to see my name now. Generally, the first time you go into Codeforces, this is how the page will look to you. So you have Codeforces over here. You have a lot of tabs: home, top, contest, problem set, rating, and so on. So initially, it will feel overwhelming. You have something called rating and all, but just initially, you can just not see all those. First, I'll tell you how you register on Codeforces. So you can click register. So to register on Codeforces, you have to fill these 4 things. So one is a handle. So handle is the username that you'll be having on Codeforces. So for example, mine is ADC_AB2. So like that, you can give your name itself or some funky name or some character that you like, something you can give. For now, I'll just give, for session's sake, I'll give WPS G0. And then you have to give an email ID. So I'll maybe give a temporary email ID for now. This is nice website called temp mail generator. So when you actually register, you can give your own email ID, but right now, as I'm just creating a temporary account, I'm just making. Copy this. And okay, you have to give a password. Same thing as password. So if you fill these and 4 things, you get registered. Then Codeforces will send you a mail. Yeah, so it came over here. Okay, I refreshed it and went back. So email confirmation. So to confirm, you get this confirmation link, and once you click it, you are successfully logged in. So it shows your username over here, and this is your profile right now. You're under the WPS0, and yeah. So there is home over here. So in home, like competitive programming is basically competitive programming. So you'll have competitions in competitive programming. So in home, you can see like what competitions are coming right now. So yesterday there was a competition, Codeforces round 119, and then you'll have a story about it and so on. And in contests, you can see like what are the past contests that have happened on this platform. So on different dates, you have had different contests happening at different times. And you have something called problem set. In problem set, you can see the different questions that are there on Codeforces available for you to solve. But right now, we're going to talk about something called groups. So for you guys, for weekend programming sessions, we have created a group called WPS G0. And we will add you to the group, and we will put all the problems in this group. So whatever problem sets that we're sharing to you. So basically, after the first session, we'll be giving you PS1 and PS2. So we have already uploaded over here. And once we add you to the group, you can access whatever is sent in that group. So basically, it's like a WhatsApp group, but we have a lot of features just other than texting. So to come into this group, we will have to send invite to you guys. So once you make an account, you will give your Codeforces ID to us, and using that, we will add you as a member over here. I'll maybe just add that new account that I had. It's a user. So, and I'll give him. So this is something that I will do from my side. And once I give you an invite, so this is the new account that is a new account that we have. Once I have created an account, you will have something called invitation to Groupon on right top corner. You can basically see where it is. Then now when you open the invitation, I guess I can't. So when you open the invitation, you get, accept or reject. You'll get the group name and stuff. Once you click on accept, you will get added to the group, and you can click the group name to go into the group. So inside the group, you can see that there are some problem sets there. When you open the problem set, you'll have some questions. So we'll go into this later, but right now, do you guys have any doubt on first how to register on Codeforces? Yeah, so the questions that I gave, they're not exactly competitive programming questions. There's no riddles to get you started. Actual coding questions will require some amount of knowledge, but at the start, okay, yeah, 1 second, cool. So at the start, we'll just work on, do some riddles kind of thing to just get started. And we are assuming most of you would not have been exposed to some kind of coding language. So we will start with C++ from the basics, and we will cover from the basics to the advanced topics. So initially, we are just giving you simple riddles kind of things to solve. But later, there are actual problems where you'll actually use C++ syntax. You'll have to require some amount of coding knowledge to solve those problems. In competitive programming, problems are like that. They're not directly just some kind of riddles that you take like this. But the first two problem sets that we'll give giving, at least, they will be just riddles to get you started into the get you started in that problem solving mode. And once you learn syntax and once you become familiar with the language, we will give you, actual competitive programming problems from Codeforces itself as well. Okay, so regarding registration, maybe I'll open Technicog then. Okay, so when you go to Codeforces, this is how the first page looks. And when you want to create an account, you either click register. When you go to register, you give a username for yourself. You enter your email ID. You can enter your SMail ID or your personal mail ID, doesn't matter. You give a password and confirm password. And once you click register, you'll get a verification mail to the mail ID that you gave. In that mail, you'll have a link. Once you click that link, you would have created an account in Codeforces. So you'll have an account like this. And for the group thing, we will get your Codeforces IDs through a Google form. And once we get, from our side, we will add you as member. Once we have added you as member, you will get an invitation on top right like this. You have invitation to group. You click on that invitation and you will get accept or reject like how it is there. Once you accept, you will be into the group. And when you click on the group name, you can see whatever material is being posted on the group. So you can see currently we have just posted 2 problem sets. You can see who are all in the group as well, and so on. So is the registration part clear? Yeah. Okay. Should we practice touch typing? Not necessarily. I also don't know touch typing, but I'm a decent coder. It's good to it's good to have good typing speed, but it's not like necessary. It's up to you. So you can use any mail ID, and yeah, you can use any mail ID. So we'll share a Google form for Codeforce ID, and I guess only mail IDs have been asked. And yeah, any other doubts? Okay, I guess everyone is clear about it. Any doubts? Please don't hesitate, guys. Even if it's a very small doubt, if you want me to explain anything, not just in this session, in every session, like if you guys even have some small doubt, please don't hesitate to unmute yourself or raise your hand and ask those doubts, right? Because it's better to clear that doubt now itself rather than keeping the doubt and not getting it cleared. You can use personal mail, I guess, because SMail might get deactivated once you leave IIT. So if you want to use that account later, and anyway, you can even change that email ID later, so that's also fine. Okay, so yeah, my name is Aditya. So and is the type okay? So it depends on what project you do. If it's generally there are projects related to data structures and algorithms and all. We will be dealing with data structures and algorithms in competitive programming. So competitive programming will basically take care of that learning the language part and the data structure algorithm part that you require for interviews or some projects and so on. We will not be doing something related to say machine learning over here. That is a separate domain of its own and has its club of its own. So yeah, you can use other coding platforms. We are starting with Codeforces because it's actually one of the best platforms you could say. There are other platforms like say CodeChef. CodeChef is like the Indian version of Codeforces. Codeforces is used by people worldwide. So for example, in home, if you see over here, so this gives you the top coders all over the world. So the top coder is somewhere from, I think, he's from Belarus. So you have that variety over here, and you'll have question problem variety as well in code forces. That is where we went for that. So yeah, we will take care from starting of coding. You don't even need to know what C++ is. It's absolutely fine. So yeah, before the tutorial, we were just talking about like just an intro to what we will be doing. That's fine. The recording is happening. Yeah, coding language is not required at all. So we will teach C++, you could say, and from after a point you will also be able to learn by yourself. If you're learning other coding language, that's absolutely fine. We will be doing C++ separately as a separate module over here, so there won't be any issues. No coding knowledge is required. No prerequisites are required. We will start with C++. C and C++ are very similar. Just how you take input output differs, and some minor differences are there. So we will go with the advanced version, that is C++. And you can, once you know C++, learning C is like a, say, 1 hour task, you could say. We will keep sessions through Microsoft Teams itself. So because you have the large number of people, and we will also share all the content, recordings, slides and stuff through WhatsApp. Sessions will be held, don't worry. So there will be some amount of self-learning that will be through problem solving, but we will take care of the prerequisite theory. Code Force ID, we will share a Google form for that. And yeah, I'll come to like where you can code. So we have already shared the schedule to you guys, like about what will be covered. You can check, like that is the initial plan that we have for, say, the first 2 to 3 months of weekend programming sessions. So you can look at that and get an idea of what will be done. Yeah, so I'll come to that, like where you can code. I've talked about the platform where you can code, but I've not told you where exactly you can code. So there's a IDE called Code Blocks. So you can just Google it and it'll come, I guess. ID called Code Blocks, and we will give you a separate video on how to download this at codeblocks.org. A full installation video is with us, and we'll share it with you. And once you have set it up, basically you can run your code over there. Right now we will even give you a template code for the problems that we'll be solving. For that, maybe we'll look at a couple of problems that are there. Yeah, I'll just check it. So introduction done, ID done, problems, yeah, okay. So once you have entered the group, you see that you have these two problem sets. So maybe let's go into PS1. So these PS1 and PS2, you don't need to know coding to solve it. They are basically like riddles that you had been doing before. We'll just look at an example problem just to get you comfortable with how it will look. So the problem is a deadly coil. So generally in competitive programming problems, you will have some story associated with the problem, just to make the problem more fun and interesting to do. So here you have a story. After the events of Death Note is a popular show, and Ryuk was bored again. So he came to IIT Madras and became a professor in the CSE department. To his luck, the top 2 students in his class were again Kira and Ryuzaki, who were both international masters in code force and highly competitive. Basically, this is the story. One day, professor did a test them, and he trimmed their brain capacity to a very low amount and asked them to compute the value of 23 and 29. But because of reduced brain capacity, they both got different answers and began quarreling. So can you find the correct answer? So this is a very big story, but at the end, what the problem is asking you is find the value of 23 into 29. So that is all this problem is. This is not how a competitive problem will be. It's a very simple problem, just to get you familiar with the setup of the problem. You'll have a story, and in that story, you'll have the problem kind of hidden. You'll have to extract the problem from the story. And in this case, you have no instructions and all. You have to just display the value of 23 and 29. So 23 into 29, what is 23 into 29? Let's see how many of you can do it with a calculator. Just put it on chat, no need to raise your hand or something. So the problem that is being discussed is what is 23 into 29? Yeah, okay. 67. So that's very simple, right? Yeah, so we will give you a template, basically. So we will share this snippet of code with you guys. So there are a lot of things over there are some lines over here, some hash include something using something. You don't need to know about what any of these lines means right now. For the first two problem sets, which are basically just going to be riddles, they won't be like as you could as easy as this one and all. They'll be challenging riddles, don't worry. So we will give you this template code as well. So all of these problems will have just one single answer. And what you'll have to do is in this given template, you'll have to just replace your answer with whatever is the correct answer. So in this case, I want to output 667 because that is the correct answer. So I just have to do cout 667. I just change your answer to the correct answer. In the output also we have mentioned, replace your answer with the answer you get for this problem. So once you have set up code blocks and typed some code, basically in this case you won't be typing a code, just changing this over here. To execute your code, what you can do is you can click this cog plus triangle button. That will be build and run. So that will be explained in the code block setting. So when you do build and run, your code, the computer reads your code, it ensures there are no errors in your code, and then it runs your code. So in this case, I have to give some input. I just giving some random input, and then the output 667 came. So if you now if I take this and I submit this in the so how you submit a solution to a problem is basically we went into the problem. On top you have a lot of options: problems, submit code, my submission status on. You go into submit code, you choose the problem. So this problem a deadly quarrel, and we paste the code, Control V, and then you click on submit, and then it submits it. So okay, my bad. Yeah, so this will fail. Give me a second. Comparison message. So so I had written code in C++. So after choosing problem, you have to choose language as well. As we will be doing C++ here, you can choose anything out of these three: GNU, G++14, G++17, G++20. I keep 20 as default because it's the latest one. So you give 20, you give the problem name and you give the language. You can give either of these three, paste your code, and then submit. Once you've submitted, it automatically goes to my submissions. It ran and it gave the accepted verdict. So here it gave error verdict because I gave a wrong language. I gave C instead of C++. But once I changed it to C++ correctly, my solution got accepted. So when you write a correct solution, you get an accepted verdict over here. So let's try, giving a wrong answer and see what happens. I'll change 667 to 6. So when you give a wrong answer, so it was doing some running and all internally, and it said wrong answer in test one. Reload the page, verdict came out to be wrong answer in test one because the answer was wrong. Yeah. So this is how you submit a problem in Codeforces. Any doubts? It's tough to type on. It's tough to type on mobile. So preferably you could use a laptop or a PC. And so this code blocks thing, this is called an IDE. I think a lot of you have talked about it. Like code blocks, you have other IDE as well. You have, I think people are told about Visual Studio Code. That Visual Studio Code is a more sophisticated IDE. You have other users for Visual Studio Code as well. At first, we'll start with code blocks because code blocks is very easy to install and use. You just have to write code here, and when you want to execute it, give build and run. Visual Studio has other features as well. First, we'll start with code blocks. If you have another IDE and you're familiar with that IDE, it is absolutely fine. You can continue in that IDE. Else, if you're new to this whole language thing, computer language, C++ and all, you can install code blocks. We'll give you the video link on how to install it. And after installing, you can use code blocks for now. In code blocks itself, you can basically do all of competitive programming in code blocks. Like only that much features are required. But if you want, you can go for other IDs as well. Initially you can't see groups. So, okay, maybe I am logged in, right? I'll log out and create a new account. Okay, I'll do that. Register. Will take time. Okay, so okay. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, generate one. Okay, maybe I'll not do this right now. So initially, when you go in, after you create an account, you will not have groups. So if you click on, okay, right now I'm front side, so enter. Okay, so the login page, I didn't cover that. So once you have registered, whenever you want to log in, you click on enter and you paste the username password. Maybe just give this for now. And so you'll be in. Initially, when you log in, you will have your groups to be empty. Once you give us your Codeforces IDs, we will send you an invitation. And after that, after accepting the invitation, you will get links. So yeah, that's about that. We will give you the invitation part, so you guys don't need to worry about no groups right now. We will take a form. We will give you a form, and you can enter your Codeforces ID there. After that, no, we will take care of it. If we already know some of the concepts, can we skip a few sessions? It's yeah. If we would generally recommend attending, but if you feel you already know a lot of that part, it's fine, I guess. Do ensure you practice those problem sets so that way we can ensure like, okay, everyone is on track with what we are doing. So yeah, generally we'd go with one session per week in the weekend, and timings will maybe inform you. And if you have exams, we'll not keep sessions at that time. Yeah, timings will inform you soon. The general thing. Okay, so the issue with Google Meet or Zoom is that we can't have multiple people. So right now we will stick with Teams, I guess. We need any alternatives to that? People saying like they want. Okay. Yeah, most probably it'll be every Sunday. Yes. So basically, from weekend programming sessions, even if you know a lot of concepts, it's fine. You can not attend the sessions. But the most important thing is we want you to solve problems, because the highest way, you could say, the best way to learn in competitive programming is by solving problems. So for example, say I registered 13 months ago and I have done around 800 problems in the platform. So with solving more and more problems, you get more familiarity with the different kinds of problems that are being asked. You learn new methods of solving a problem, maybe from a problem that you were not able to solve, and a lot of learning comes that way. Through sessions, we will teach you syntax, we will give you example problems and so on. That is some part of the learning, but a major part of the learning comes from you solving those problems on your own, struggling, finding out what is the error in your code and so on. So that part is, that is the most important thing in competitive programming and in weekend programming sessions as well. Regarding the form for Codeforce ID, we will send it after the session. So yeah, maybe I'll not go into the session about session questions later, but do you guys have any doubts on setting up Codeforce's account and just setting up Codeforce account? If any doubts, please raise your hand. Okay, cool. And once you are in the group, assume you have your groups are like this. You should be able to go into the problem set. So if you just click enter, you will go in and you will see the problems. You click on the problem link to go into that problem, and you can click on submit to submit your code for that problem. In my submissions, you will see what are your submissions to this problem set, and in standings you will see what everyone has solved. So right now only I have solved in this whole thing, so only I'll be there. If say some of your friends have also solved some problems, they will also come in standings and they'll be ranked in terms of who has solved more problems and all. So yeah, that's pretty much about this. No doubts in code for setting up, and once you're in the group solving, right? That's the most important thing. Yeah, I think downloading shouldn't be. You can log in through. Okay, for Codeforces, you can log in through any account. For Microsoft Teams, also you can log in through any account. We don't care about what account to use. That's fine. I guess no doubts on what is code blocks and what is Codeforces. Regarding installation of code blocks, we will give you a video, so don't worry about that. We will give you a video to know how to download code blocks. And in the next session, we will take up your queries if you have anything on how you download. Suppose you end up having issues in downloading code blocks. What you can do is you have something called, so in groups, maybe I'll just go to home. You can just go to problem set over here. This is our problem. You can click on custom test, or you can do it from the group itself. I guess that's makes sense. Once you are in the group and you go into problem set, so here you see different options. After starting, you have custom invocation. So this is also like an IDE. You can basically write your code over here. Okay, maybe you can write your code over here, and for this problem sets that we have, just give some random number as input, right? Just fill some random number, one number over here, and once you've written a code, you can run it, and your output will come in this output box. Sometimes it may be a bit slow, might take. So it came. Output came 667. So you can use custom invocation to write your code and execute it, and or you can even use something called JDoodle. So yeah, C++. So you can code over here, and similarly like the run button, you have execute over here. You can use this, or if you can download an IDE, you can do it in code blocks or VS Code or something. So yeah. We will give you a installation video for code blocks. Let's not worry about that, because everyone is familiar with what code forces is and what this thing is. We will give you the code template, so don't worry about that. So let's maybe solve one more puzzle, something not so as easy as the previous one. We'll go step by step. So this is known as the stone game. First, let's start with the very basic version of the stone game. You have a pile of stones. So let's say you have n stones over here, and you have two players, Alice and Bob. Assume this is Bob and this is Alice, and they have a pile of stones with them. So there are many stones over here. So this is a turn-based game, like how you play snakes and ladders in turn. In one move, what the person can do is they can remove any number of stones from this pile. So let's say you have a pile of 3 stones. 3 stones are there. Now Alice can remove 1 stone from the pile, or 2 stones from the pile, or 3 stones from the pile. So up to her, she can remove any number of stones that she wants to. And then, so let's say she removes 1 stone from the pile. Then the pile will have 2 stones. Now it's Bob's turn. Bob can remove how many ever stones he wants. So say Bob removes only 1 stone. You'll have only 1 stone in the pile. Now Alice removes only 1. She can only remove 1 stone. That's the only thing she can do. So the pile has 0 stones now. The person who removes the last set of stones, in this case it is Alice, is the winner of the game. So if you have a single pile of stones, so you have a n stones greater than 0, who do you think will win now? So assume they all have really good IQ and they can play optimally. Who do you think can win this game? It's a very trivial problem, but just raise your hand if you know who will win. Any doubts on what the rules of the game is? In their turn, the person can take any number of stones in the pile. The person who removes the last set of stones, the person who is the last to remove from the pile, is the winner. So, okay, we'll start. That's a good question. Alice starts first. Okay. So, yeah, exactly. So if Alice removes all stones, she'll win each time. Yeah, that's all. That's all the problem. It's very trivial. If you have just no restriction on how many stones you can remove, very trivial. Alice will always remove all stones and she'll be the winner. Now let's add a twist to it. The first version that we have is you have again n stones, but the restriction that you have is in each turn you can only remove 1 stone or 2 stones or 3 stones, either 1 or 2 or 3. So for example, if you have 2 stones, Alice will win because she can remove all stones, and they're both 10,000 IQ people, so they won't make unnecessary moves, you could say. If you have 3 stones also, Alice will win. 1 stone also, Alice will win. Suppose you have, say, 233 stones. So who will win? It's a question. So in general, not just 2 3, for some random number n, as they both are 10,000 IQ people, they will always do the most optimal moves possible. So in these kinds of games, just given the value of n and given who starts, the winner is fixed. Irrespective of what moves they play, the winner will always be fixed if they are both genius people. So do two of you want to try playing this out for some value of n? So you can raise your hand if you want to just try playing out the game. Yeah, the value of n is known to both Alice and Bob. Like in real life, they can see the stones. Okay, Nachiket and okay. Oh, I'll just see 1, 2, 3. Pragadishwaran and Avojashwiraj. Give you mic access. So is anyone not clear with what the problem is? You have two people, you have a pile of stones. In each move, you can remove one stone from the pile or 2 or 3, like you meaning Alice or Bob. The person who removes the last set of stones is the winner. So given n, playing as Alice or Bob, you have to try to win the game essentially. And if you can win, you have to give a winning strategy, or if you cannot win, you have to tell why you can't win as well. So I guess the other person went off. I give mic to 2 people, right?
Hello, Pragadishwaran. Hello.
Pragadishwaran, cool. So other person is not here. Oh, I'm not very familiar with the name. Okay, maybe Sudarshan. I'll give access to Sudarshan. Sudarshan, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, cool. So, Pragadishwaran, do you want to play as Alice or Bob?
It will probably depend on the number, but I will play as Alice.
Okay, so I'll give you this choice and I'll give Sudarshan the choice of the number. Sudarshan, can you tell a number between 20 and 30?
25.
25, okay. So, yeah, so Pragadishwaran, you can start by removing some stones.
I will remove one stone.
One stone, so you make it 24. But both of you have not played the problem right before? Like you don't know the solution, right? Cool.
No, this is my first time.
Ah, cool. Because if you know it, it might be a spoil sport to some people. So if you guys know, please don't raise your hands, right? So yeah.
And we can take up to 3 stones, right, brother?
Yeah, you can take 1, 2, or 3.
1, 2, or 3. Yeah. Okay, got it.
2. I'm taking
So,
2.
24. Sudarshan has made it to 22. Now Pragadishwaran start.
I will take out 2.
2. So Pragadishwaran makes it 20.
I'm taking out 3.
3. It becomes 17. Pragadishwaran, your turn now.
I will take out 1.
1. So from 17 it becomes 16.
1.
1. So 16 becomes 15.
I will take out 3.
3. So 15 it becomes 12.
1.
1. So from 12 it becomes 11.
I will take out 3.
3. So from 11 it becomes 8. So Sudarshan?
I'm taking out 1.
1. So from 8 it becomes 7. Pragadishwaran?
I will take out 2.
2. So from 7 it becomes 5. So now it's
I'm
Sudarshan.
taking out 1.
1. So from 5 it becomes 4.
Oh.
So Pragadishwaran, what do you want to do?
I will take out 1.
We'll take out 1. So from 4 it becomes 3.
Then
So yeah, so Sudarshan has won the game now.
Yeah. I missed out on the 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I should have
somewhere,
made 7 to 4. Then I would have won, right?
yeah. So if this move, if you had done instead of 7 to 5.
No, actually, I had some brain food moment. I was like thinking like 7. If I remove 2 from 7, I will give 4. I will get 4. I had a brain food moment.
Okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
like you said, if you had made a 7 to 4, you would have won.
Yeah.
But if you make 7 to 5, you will lose. So,
yeah, I will lose.
So maybe we can play this once more. So 2 people, Arpit and Sonali. I guess I'll give you mic. Yeah. Sonali doesn't have. Yeah. Arpit and Sonali, can you unmute?
Yes, bro. I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. So both of you have not seen this game before, right? First time.
Yes, first time.
So again, I'll give Arpit the choice of who he wants to play, Alice or Bob, and I'll give Sonali the choice of the number. So Arpit, who do you want to play, as Alice or Bob?
Alice.
Alice. Okay. So I'll just Arpit and This is Sonali. Sonali, can you choose a number between 20 and 30 again?
27.
27. Okay. Yeah, Aditya, you can start.
I'll remove 3.
3. So make it 24.
3.
3. So Sonali makes it 21.
Again 3.
Again 3. So Aditya makes it 18.
2.
2. Sonali makes it 16.
Again 3.
That makes it 13. So Sonali, your turn.
3.
3. So you make it 10.
Again 3 though.
Again 3. So Aditya makes it 7.
I missed it.
So Aditya is really Sonali should make it. So,
Yeah. 3.
so 3. So you make it 4. Yeah. So
I missed it though.
yeah. So 10 to 74 was a small mistake over here.
Yes. I made a mistake there.
Yeah. So yeah, so I think from the two games, you realize that both realize that they lost when they saw 4. So does anyone have a winning strategy now? Those who have a winning strategy, can raise your hands.
I think I have.
Okay.
Can
So
I?
Pragdishan has fine. Don't say it out loud.
Okay.
Anyone else has a winning strategy? Okay, only Pragdishan has. Okay, then Pragdishan, let's maybe play once more, like with someone, so that if someone else knows getting a strategy, we'll wait for them. So
Sure.
any two people want to play out? Okay, there's so many people. MM21B018 and Siddharth. I'll give you my XOs. Okay, MM, allow mic and Siddharth. Good. So can you both unmute? MM21B018 and Siddharth Balua. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Is it just okay? Okay, both of you. You're able to speak, right?
Hello.
Yeah. So this is.
Yeah. My voice is clear, right?
Yeah, Siddharth. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Other person, can you MM21? Can you speak out something? MM21.
Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, it's a bit feeble, but yeah, I think I can manage. So I'll give MM. Okay, MM21. Can you tell your name? It's a bit weird calling you.
It's Bhargav.
Bhargav. Okay, cool. So I'll give Bhargav the choice of Alice or Bob. I think, yeah, first time Bob won, second time Alice won here. And okay, so Bhargav, do you want to play as Alice or Bob?
Bob.
Bob, okay. So BB. Cool. And so Siddharth will be Alice. So Siddharth, what number do you want to give? Something between 20 and 30?
25.
25. Okay. So yeah, you start.
I'll start or
Yeah,
Bob?
so that's Alice starts.
Okay. 3.
3. So you make it 22. Bhargav, your turn. 3. So you're making it 19.
1.
Siddharth.
1.
1. Okay. So you're making it 18. Bhargav, yours.
2.
2. So you're making it 16.
3.
3. So making it 11. Oh, sorry, 13.
2.
Bhargav, 2. 2, right? Okay, so 11. Siddharth,
1.
1. So making it 10. Bhargav,
1.
1. Okay, making it 9. Interesting. Siddharth,
2.
2. Okay, yeah, I expected that. 7. So now Bhargav, what do you want to do? 3. Yeah. Siddharth, do you think you could have done something differently on somewhere?
I guess I should have taken 1 in the last step.
So if you had taken 1, you would have been at 8 over here. So you could have maybe won from there, but from 7 means we saw that in the last 2 moves. So from 7, if he'll get you to 4 and from 4 you can't do anything. Irrespective of whatever move you play, he can just play another move and win. So one thing that we saw in all the 3 matches was the person who got 4 ended up losing the match. So yeah, again now let's maybe see if people have the winning strategy. Anyone has the winning strategy apart from
I have one.
okay, so
Win-
yeah, multiple people.
Yeah,
So
and Devansh. Yeah, so whenever n is a multiple of 4,
Yeah.
so then
Whoever
Alice
brings
will
it to
win
the multiple
because
of 4, he will win.
because
yeah.
Alice can remove 1, 2, or 3. So
we can
basically, if
remove the
n is not
complement.
a multiple of 4k, if it's like 25, so Alice can remove 1 first.
Yeah.
Then
exactly.
if Bob removes 1, then Alice will remove 3. If Bob removes 2, Alice will remove 2. If Bob removes 1, Alice removes 3. So it becomes a multiple of 4, like 24, 20, 16, 12, 8, 4.
Yeah, both of you are saying the exact
And then they end up
exactly.
Yeah.
So but if we start with a number which is multiple of 4, then Alice will lose and Bob will win.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll tell the same thing in a I'll maybe elaborate it so that everyone can get it. So when you have Alice and Bob, so you have some number n over here. If n is a multiple of 4, so say we have 4n over here. Now maybe say we have 16. So if Alice decides to remove 1 from this, she'll make it 15. Bob will remove 3 and make it into another multiple of 4. So 12. So Alice gets 12. So once Alice gets a multiple of 12, if she has 4n, if Alice removes r from the pile, Bob will decide to remove 4 minus r. So that now the pile again is a multiple of 4. So from 4n, it became 4n minus 1. So like how, I'm not sure who it was, so like how he said, some 24, say you are 24, irrespective of what Alice does, Bob will make it to 20. From 20, irrespective of what Alice does, Bob will make it to 16, and so on. So that Alice will keep getting a chain of multiples of 4, and that will end at 4. And we saw that once Alice gets 4, irrespective of what she does, again Bob can make it to 0. And once Bob makes it to 0, Bob is the winner of the game. If n is not divisible by 4, Alice will give Bob a multiple of 4, and hence Bob will lose the game, and Alice will. So that's the logic. Yeah. So is anyone has any doubt about the logic? Yeah, it's like a very elegant solution. Like you just have to see whether it's divisible by 4 or not, and you can just say Alice will win. And the solution is very simple. Even though the game has multiple possibilities that you could try out, the solution is something very elegant, you could say. Yeah. So any doubts in the solution? Like anyone didn't get the 4k part?
Sir, repeat once again.
Yeah, sure. So let's say initially they start with 24. So now Alice can make 24 to 23, 22, or 21. Now what Bob will do is, if Alice makes it to 23, Bob will make it to 20 by subtracting a 3. If Alice makes it to 22, Bob will make it to 20. If Alice makes it to 21, Bob will make it to 20. So initially Alice had a multiple of 4. Finally also Alice got a multiple of 4. So again from 20, irrespective of what Alice does, Bob can again make everything to 16. From 16, irrespective of what Alice does, Bob can make it to 12. From 12, irrespective of what Alice does, Bob will make it to 8. From 8, irrespective of what Alice does, Bob will make it to 4. And from 4, we saw that irrespective of what Alice does, Bob can make it to 0. Basically, Bob will try to go through this chain multiple of 4. And if it is not a multiple of 4, Alice will give Bob a multiple of 4, and she will do this. She will go from 24 to 20 to 16 to 12 to 8 to 4 to 0. And this way, irrespective of what Bob does, he'll always be stuck in this multiple of 4 cycle, and hence he will end up getting 0. So is that clear? I think Sai Teja.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. So any doubts? I guess you can all put your hands down so that like maybe for the next game. Okay, so yeah, the same thing will hold true for multiples of 5 if you can take up to 4 stones. Yeah, exactly. So where was I doing it? I was doing it over here, I guess. Okay. So instead of 20, suppose the game was take one, instead of taking 1, 2, 3, If you want to take 1, 2, 3, 4, then you apply the same thing, but it will be multiples of 5. Because how many stones Alice takes, so if she takes R, Bob will take 5 minus R stones. So you can just even generalize it to taking any stones from 1 to m. And for that, you just check if the number is divisible by m plus 1 or not. Yeah. So we'll go to the it's this nice thing that matters. Like from a multiple of 4, you go to a multiple of 4. That is the key thing. And once you get that, you can always take it to 0. So let's maybe play another version of the stone game. So instead of having just one pile, you now have 2 piles of stones. But the rules are more flexible right now. So you have 2 piles, pile 1 and pile 2. So say X stones over here and Y stones over here. Now the rules of the game are, there are X and Y over here. In one turn, Alice can remove any number of stones from one of the piles. So she can, so say X pile has 5 stones, Y pile has 3 stones. Alice can remove 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 from X. She can do this, or she can remove 1 or 2 or 3 from Y. She has to choose one pile from which she is removing, and from that pile she can remove how much ever she wants. And similarly for Bob. So in his move, he can choose a pile and he can remove how much ever he wants from that pile. Next turn, Alice can again choose her pile, whichever pile she wants, and remove from it. Maybe let's just play for a very simple number thing. So let's say we have 5 and 2. So what Alice can do is, this is not the optimal playing. What one thing Alice can do is, she can make this 2 to 1. Now what Bob can do is, Bob can make this 5 to 4. Now Alice can choose this pile and make 4 to 2. And then Bob can remove 1 from this pile. He can make this to 0. And then Alice can make this 0. So this is just random playing around just for the rules. But again, Alice and Bob are 10,000 IQ people. So they will examine all possibilities and they'll make the right moves to win. Again, like how there we saw that if n percentage 4 is non-zero, Alice wins, else Bob wins. Here, can you figure out a strategy like that? Like for some cases, Alice will win, some cases Bob will win. And in those cases, how they will win. That is your job. But here you have both piles can be of any number of stones, any non-zero number of stones. Any doubts in the question? Okay, so some people have said first player still wins. Yeah, here I just played a very unoptimized play. So yeah. Okay, I'll explain once more. So here you have 2 piles of stones. So this pile has X stones, this pile has Y stones. Alice plays first. So in her move, first she will choose one pile. She'll either choose X or Y. There are 5 stones here and 3 stones here. She will choose that I'll take from this pile or I'll take from this pile. So let's say she chose pile X. Now from pile X, she can remove how many other stones she wants. She can remove only 1 stone and make it 4, or she can remove all stones and make it 0 also. Anything she can do with that pile. And now after Alice's turn is done, Bob again does the same thing. Chooses the pile from which he wants to take the stones, and he can take any number of stones in that pile. Yeah. So, Piyush, is that fine? Yeah, yes. No queries, then it's fine. Yeah, cool. So again, do 2 of you want to try playing this out? You can raise your hand.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll just go with this order. So Josh and Akhilesh. Okay, I'll just give you mic access. Okay, Josh already has. Akhilesh also has. Cool. So can you both unmute?
Hello.
Yeah, I think there is one of Josh or Akhilesh.
Hello.
Both, can you say something? Yeah, okay, I think I heard Josh.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, Akhilesh is also audible. Cool. Okay. So yeah, this time maybe I'll just fix you guys. So anyone with A, Akhilesh is A. So I'll let Akhilesh be Alice and Josh be Bob. So Akhilesh, you can choose for the first pile and Josh can choose for the second pile. Something between 20 to 30 for both.
23.
23. Other pile?
10.
Can you give something between 20, 30 so that game can be long, or else it'll just end abruptly.
Yeah, restriction.
So any number between 20 to 30.
21.
21. Okay. So yeah, Akhilesh, you can start.
Is there a limit to removing?
No, you can remove any number you want, but it has to be only from a single pile. That's all.
Okay. So can I? I'll remove 21 of them.
So from which one?
Yeah, from X.
X. Okay. So you're making this 21, and this remains this 20. Okay. Oh, so you're removing 21, right? So
Yeah.
it'll become 2. So now, Josh, what do you want to do?
I will remove 1 from 21.
1 from 21. So that makes this 20, and this becomes 2.
I'll remove like 18 from 20.
18 from 20. So this will become 2, and this will also become 2. Now, Josh, what do you want to do?
I'll remove 1 from any of them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this becomes 2 and.
I'll remove 1 from X.
Okay. So that makes it 1 and 1.
I'll remove 1.
Yeah. So now Josh removes 1 from something.
So I'll remove 1 from X.
And Akhilesh will remove 1 from the other. So Akhilesh will be the winner of this game. So yeah. So, anyone who's got the pattern already and seeing for the first time?
I think I saw the winning pattern. I think.
Okay. First, you're playing it first time, right? Don't say it out loud because others might want to try. But you have the pattern. Okay. So this was Akhilesh, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's a pattern, but I noticed the final something like that.
Okay, yeah. So maybe I'll ask you what that is after maybe 1 or 2 iterations.
Okay.
I'll not open. So yeah, Angada, Singala, Ananda Ravi and Kabinesh. If possible, can you unmute?
Hello.
Yeah. So this is.
Yeah, I am Raviteja. Ananda Raviteja.
Okay, Ananda Raviteja. Yeah, cool. So, Kabinesh, can you?
Hello. Yeah,
Yeah,
am I
okay, I
audible?
can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess is one of them A by any chance? No. Okay. I'll maybe make Raviteja A and this one is Kavinesh. And yeah, Raviteja, can you choose a number again for the first pile?
Yeah, 25.
25. And Kavinesh?
25.
25. Okay. Both of you are 25. Whether it's the first time you're seeing the problem, right? Like you've not solved it before, right? Both of you.
Yeah, first time.
25 and 25. So yeah, Ravi, you can start.
I'll remove 13 from one of the file.
So this will make it 12 and 25. Kevin, what do you want to do?
24 from Y.
So that makes it 1 and this is 12. Yeah.
Okay. I'll remove 3 from the 12th pile.
That makes it 9 and 1.
I'll remove 8 from X.
8. So that makes it 1 and 1.
I'll remove 1.
So yeah, now irrespective of what you do, it'll become 1-0, and if it becomes 1-0, combinations. Yeah. So this time it is Kavinesh was the winner. So again, Kavinesh, do you have a winning pattern? Like,
I think I can guess it. Like
don't tell it out.
Yeah,
but
fine.
if you have something, just say I think so or yes.
Yeah.
Even I understand the pattern right now.
Okay, cool. So yeah, both of you don't tell it. So I'll play it once more, a third time, and after that we'll reveal the pattern. So Arpit and Niranjan, I guess you guys are 4th and 5th now. So,
Hello.
yeah. So this is
Hello.
Okay, one of them is Niranjan, other is Arpit, I guess. So
Yes,
yeah,
Niranjan.
Okay, I got it. So Niranjan and Arpit. So I'll make Arpit Alice. It's convenient for me, and Niranjan Bob. Or do you guys have any? Do you want to switch or something?
27.
Okay, so one of them is 27. Other pile?
22.
22. Okay. So Arpit, can you start?
I'll remove 20 from 22.
That makes it 227.
I'll remove 25 from 27.
Remove 25, so it makes it 2.
I'm lost actually.
Okay. This is too fast. This game is too fast. Okay. Yes, a lot of you have begin to realize, okay, something is happening and you begin to lose there. Cool.
I don't understand why.
Okay, yeah. So I guess some of you know the pattern by now. So Akhilesh, you were there, right?
Yeah.
Would you like to tell us the pattern?
Yeah. So whenever like in the pattern, when you get x is equal to y, who makes x is equal to y first wins.
Why is that so?
Because if you make x is equal to y, you can remove all the remaining x from or y from one part and other. No, but this is not correct. No. Actually, it's 1 is the.
Can I tell?
1 is equal to 1.
Can I?
It's like you stumbled on the right answer, but somehow explanation is off. Yeah. So yeah, Niranjan, continue. As Niranjan, I'm not sure who it was. Who was it? So someone who started.
Oh, I guess
Hello?
when you make it x is equal to y, you need to make it.
Okay, continue. Yeah. If you
When
make x equal to y,
x is equal to y, you need to make it such a way that you get it down to 1 is 1 and 1 on both sides. If you get 1 and 1, then you win.
suppose say you have
I think
some CNC you can get to 1 and 1, no?
Bob always.
If I have x equal to, if I have x and x on both sides,
Yeah.
I can always get it to 1, 1.
Yeah.
That is the thing. Yeah. So someone
I think if you get x equal to y, the whatever changes the other guy does to the other pile, you can do it the same to your.
Exactly. So
exactly,
you
yes.
can put it x equal to 1, and when it is 1, 1, then the guy will be forced to put the empty one bag. Then we will empty the other bag and win.
Yes, exactly. So whatever you make it x equal to y, and whatever your opponent does, you do the exact same. Simple. You have say 20 and 20 initially, and so okay, so you, let's say we start with 20 and 25. You will make it 20 and 20 first. So you'll give your opponent 20 and 20. Let's fix, this is me right now. And now once you give him 20 and 20, he'll have to do some move. So maybe he'll make this 17 and 20. He changed 20 to 17. So you change the other 20 to 17. So you again give him 17, 17. And again, whatever change he does, maybe he makes this 10. You also make it 10. So when you keep moving like this, at some point you will have to reach 1, 1. And we all saw that once it comes to 1, 1, no, the winner is fixed. If you give him 1, 1, he'll have to empty one of the piles. You'll empty the other pile and you'll become the winner. So when you start with, if you are Alice and you start with 2 unequal piles, first you make both piles equal. Then whatever he does, you do the same thing. That way you'll again give him an equal pile. Again, whatever he does, you do the same thing. You'll again give him an equal pile. Continue this, and at one point one of the piles becomes 0. You will make the other pile 0.
But if Bob chooses the same number, he could win easily.
Meaning? If it's 20,
Bob,
20.
Yeah.
When the piles are equal, Bob will win.
Yeah, if the piles are equal, Bob will do the exact strategy on you. So it will be like you start at 2020. If you make to 2017, Bob will give you 1717. If you make to 1017, Bob will give you 1010 and so on. So if the numbers are equal, Bob always has a strategy to win. If the numbers are unequal, Alice always has a strategy to win.
Yeah,
So,
hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do like first removing n minus 1.
Okay, so let's say I have 20 and 20.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, 19. First remove 19 from first one.
Okay, so it's 1 and 20.
Yeah, then he will do whatever he can. Yeah.
Okay, so he'll do 1 and 317.
Yeah, now remove 16.
Okay, what if he does that? He makes it 1 1.
Yeah, okay.
So basically you gave him 120. What if he makes it?
Yeah, let him. Oh, okay. Oh.
So basically what he's doing the strategy that I told. You have two unequal numbers, he made it equal now.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone is clear with why this strategy didn't work and the make it equal strategy works, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So any doubts? Anyone has any queries? Okay, I guess everyone is raising hands, so type it on chat, I guess. Yeah. Uneven, A starts, A wins. If both are the same, A starts, A loses. Yeah. This is like an interesting brain game. Yeah. And the weird thing is like, irrespective of what they think, the winner becomes fixed if both are really intelligent. They can figure out the whole game is kind of rigged. Just with the starting numbers, you can rig the whole game who will win. Yeah. So now there's actually a third version to this problem, and I'd even make an open claim that I don't expect anyone to solve this, but still I'll discuss it. So you can also be aware of variation. So first we played with one pile. People can remove any amount. Then we said, okay, let me place some restriction, and we place some restriction plate. Then we played with two piles without any restriction. We have to make equal. So now what we'll do, we'll play with three piles and no restriction. You can remove any number. So maybe you have 13, 12, 11. Restrict random numbers. The same rules apply. You choose one pile, you remove stones from a pile in your turn. The person on whose turn all the piles become 0 is the winner. So yeah.
If anyone can solve this, we can definitely say that he's the smartest person in IITM.
Yeah.
So it's like an open challenge to you all. If you can solve the winning strategy in this problem, we would definitely give you the tag of smartest person in IITM.
Yeah. And yeah, we'll not reveal the solution as well. So you can take this week time also fully. You can play it with your friend. You can maybe even discuss. We are confident that you won't get.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, one dot. What if the first person takes all of them from the 11? It will become 0. Then it will become 2 vertical game again.
But so in this case, okay, you can do that. So what if you have 12, 12, 11? What will you do here?
Okay.
Or maybe not 12, let's say you have 12, 12, 12. So if you remove everything from one pile, you lose definitely. So that need not work. So okay.
What are the restrictions?
Yeah.
It's like they can be equal. Like, is it something like 13?
No restriction on the number also. All the numbers are non-zero. They can be all equal. They can be some equal. It can be like 12, 11. 12, 12, 11 is fine. 12, 12, 12 is also fine. So any configuration, you have to give a strategy saying, if this condition is satisfied, Alice will win, else Bob will win. Okay, so we'll maybe play one iteration, I guess, before we wind up. Okay, so
can we say that?
Problem,
yeah, about the 3. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, by the way, Dani, right?
Oh, yeah.
You've not seen the 3% problem before, right?
No, I've not seen it. Cool. I've not seen it. It's just something. I mean, as someone told, if there are 3 columns and all of them are unequal, then the person who starts would definitely. Okay.
All are unequal, yes.
So if any 2 of them are equal, then the person who would start would definitely. Okay. No. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Thinking still in progress. Sorry.
Cool. Okay. Fine. That's fine. Yeah. This problem, you get some these kind of problems. You get some idea at first. It will kind of feel it's working for all cases. But then 2 minutes later, you will find a counter example and you'll be like, "Hey, why is it not working?" So that's fine. That's natural and part of the thought process. So anyone wants to play this one out? So we'll play one iteration. So I guess too many hands are raised. I'll give a chance to someone who not seen before. Mohammed, Adil, and Pratik. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your names wrong. Can you unmute yourselves? Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you, Mohammed. Pratik, are you there? Pratik? Not sure. Okay, so I'll move on to Rishit then. Rishit, are you there?
Excuse me.
Yeah, this is?
The last 3 pile one, is it the answer like...
okay, don't tell the answer.
Hello?
Do you have an answer?
I think so. I just wanted to try it.
Okay, if you have an answer, I'll put my number in the chat. DM it to me. Don't tell
Hello, am I audible?
You can just ask if they have seen the problem previously. If they haven't seen, like, there is no chance they will.
Yeah, but like I don't want to take like them.
Okay.
Yeah. So I put my number in the chat. You can message me here if you have a strategy. So like, I want to keep the problem in a bubble. No one should spoil it. But yeah, it still doesn't mean we are still confident that people won't get it. 2020 batch also didn't get it. So let's see.
Okay, if they have a strategy, let them play.
Okay, cool.
So yeah.
Okay, so I think it was not sure who it was. Yeah, so
we have,
do you have
we have lowered all
Kavini?
hands. If people think you have a winning strategy, you can raise your hand.
Hello?
Kavini, you have a strategy? You want to try
I
it?
think, yeah, I want to try it out.
Cool. Okay, so I guess Mohammed. Okay, I'll play with you then if you have a strategy.
Okay.
Okay, so you choose the numbers, I'll choose the person. I'm
No,
smart.
sure. It's fine. You can choose the numbers. I'll play first.
Okay, cool. So I'll. Oh, you want to play first? Okay. I need to do some consideration. Give me a second. This is me. Okay, cool. I have this. This is you are
Kavinesh.
Kavinesh, right? Okay, just put K for now. And this is okay. What about this? And this. Like it will work. Oh, no, give me a second. Sorry. Just give me a second. I'll just get the numbers correctly.
Aditya, if you want, I can play as well. Like up to you.
Okay, that's fine. I think I can do this because I want to try out. He's like, he wants to try out, so I'll give him the chance.
Sure.
So, okay, cool. I have three numbers. Okay, I think this should work. This works, right, Vineet? Like, I think it should work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, should I start?
Yeah.
Fine, I'll remove 56.
No, fully.
Yeah.
Oh, then I won.
Yeah, okay.
I put so much effort in the description. Okay, you want to do something else?
No, I want to do 56. I want to see how like I'm losing.
Okay. 33.25. So if it comes
Then
down
it's a
to
game of two piles, right?
So I'll make both equal. There is a two pile problem now.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're
think I have
finding
got
the two pile solution, right? So the two pile solution,
Okay.
maybe here itself 33.25 is what I have. I'll make both numbers to 25.
Okay.
Now, whatever you do to this 25, I will do the same thing to this 25.
Okay, so you're part of the 10,000 IQ guys.
Okay.
I'm not 10,000
Aditya,
IQ, but I asked in the strategy. So
Yeah.
I
Fine.
think I got the strategy. Can you play first? Means
okay,
I get.
you want me to play first? Okay.
Keep the numbers same and you play first.
Okay. That's a tough ask, but I'll try. Okay. So I'll make it 31.
Okay, so I will make Y31.
It's 31.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
If you make this 31, I'll make this 25 to 0.
Then I'll go. No, I'm lost now.
Yeah. So do you want to try something else?
May I play?
I have one
Next.
clarification to ask on the whole point. I mean, on all the games. At the end, it's the first step or the first condition that at the end determines everything. There's nothing that it in 3 steps you can change stuff, right? At the end, it's
No.
always the
Yeah, these games are, says that
step that you take.
just the initial condition will determine if both are 10,000 IQ, it will determine who wins.
Okay.
Like we right now, when we are playing, we might not make long moves, you could say, and shift between winning and losing. But the solution to the game, if it is played between two 10,000 IQ people, given the numbers, who is the winner is fixed. So like even in the stone problem, like last time we saw that you had two unequal piles. I think you had 25 and 25. But then this actually Bob should be winning. But then Alice ended up winning when we played right now here. But if both are that IQ, definitely the winner is fixed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so right now you can imagine I'm that 10,000 IQ guy because I know the solution. So yeah, if you make a false move, I can just use that and become the winner.
Can you give us any hint to the solution? Means any hint? It's so difficult, right? So if you can give us any hint.
Try playing
No,
a
it's not so difficult.
Can I try?
The solution is pretty simple.
Can I try?
This is like
Yeah,
one of the easiest shit.
So I think someone said, "Can I play?" Who do you want to play as? Alice or Bob?
Alice?
Yeah. Who is it?
Manav.
Manav Gupta. Yeah. Do you want to play as Alice or like this left or right? Left. Okay.
Left.
This is Manav. Yes, man. Okay. What do you want to do?
I want to 56 to 50.
50. Okay. 50, 33. Okay, so in the start, maybe I'll just make some bogus moves so that I give you an advantage. I'll just make 52 and I'll make it 48.
I will make 33 to 30.
33 to
30.
30. Okay. 48, 30, 25. I'll just make this 24. All multiples.
I will make 48 to 1.
48 to 1. Okay. 1, 30, 24. Interesting. I'll make 24 to 23.
Okay. I will make a 32 20, 32 2.
I'll make this to 3, right?
No, 2 to 2.
What will you make?
32 2.
30 to 2. So you have 1, 2, 23, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. I'm gonna play bad. I'll just make this 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Then I will make a 3 to 2.
3 to 2. Are you sure you want to make it to 2?
Because,
Then I'll just remove the 1 and it becomes 2 stone with 2.
If you give 1, 2, 3, then the other person is lost, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So this from this gameplay, you will get that conclusion. If I give you 1, 2, 3, you will always lose. because you'll
Yeah.
make two numbers equal and I'll remove the third number.
Yeah, right.
So you can try to think, okay, what all you can do. The solution is not, some kind of very complicated math and all. It is
I
slightly.
think I got the solution.
Oh, got the solution. Who is that?
Harsh Trivedi. I think I get it.
Okay, let's try playing then. Same numbers?
Yeah.
Okay, which do you want to start?
Can I just like DM you the solution?
Okay, cool. Yeah. If you want, you can try playing it. But if you're like 100% sure you have a solution, don't want to tell others, that's fine.
Okay, let's play it once then.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So do you want to play as first or second? I'll give you that option.
I want to go first.
Okay. Hush, right?
Yeah.
Just give H. And I am Aditya. Yeah. So what do you want to do?
I want to turn 56 to 1.
56 to 1. Okay, 1, 33. Okay. I'll play casual at start. I'll make this 17. Yeah, 17 looks nice. What do you want to do?
I want to turn 17 to 1 again.
And are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure?
No, not 1. Wait.
Yeah. Then
make it like 3.
See. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Then he will make it a 2, right?
I'll make 33 or 2 then.
Okay. I have to think. Maybe I got it. I
was really hopeful of a hero here.
So yeah, okay. You want some time to think, or you want to continue playing?
I want time to think. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Yeah, so anyone wants to challenge me?
Can I play with you once?
Yeah, sure. So I guess if possible, you can raise your hands, or I'll just. Okay. Can you just orally call out?
I'm Pragadishwaran. Can I play with you?
Yeah, sure. So do you want to play first or second? I'll give you the option.
I will play first.
What do you want to do?
I will make 25 to 23.
23, 26. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'll make 23 to 21.
I will make 56 to 54.
54. I understand where you're going, but I'll play with you more. I'll make this 54 to say 30. Not 30. I mean, make it 40.
I will make 33 to 23.
33 to 23. Okay. So you're making it 34, 23, 21. Wait, I'll not take risks over here. I'll play calculator. 44, 23. And 21. Okay, cool. So,
I just wanted to ask, is this the end of the session?
Yeah, we'll wrap up with the stone game for today.
Okay. So after this, there won't be anything. So if we
after
we
this,
can exit now.
Yeah, if you have some work
Okay. Yeah.
right now, you can for sure. So I'll make this. I'll do your strategy only. Strategy backfired. Oh, no. Okay, no. I didn't do that.
Then I will make 21 to 11.
Oh,
Give
so
me a
you're
second, I'll just
changing.
check this once.
Okay, you're changing. Okay.
Yeah. I'll make this to. I need to do your strategy, right? I need to change it to then. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want to change?
Okay. Then I will change 23 to 19.
19. Okay.
Okay.
Then I will continue your strategy. I'll make 21 to 17. So it's like, yeah, continue.
Okay, 15. Oh. I will change 19 to 18.
18 to 18. Okay. So it's 18 to 17. I'll continue what you're doing only. I'll change 2 to 1.
Okay. Then that's now odd.
Okay.
I will change 18 to 16.
Okay. By the way, a hint, right now you're in a winning position.
Yeah, I guess so.
I make 1, 16, 15.
I'll make 16 to 14.
1, 14. Okay. You cannot figure out where it goes. I'll make it 2, 1. 14 and 9.
I'll make 14 to 8.
So 1, 8, 9. Okay.
It will go to 1, 2, 3, probably.
You'll go to 1, 2, 3, but who goes to 1, 2, 3 is the matter. So I'll make it. I'll make it 1. 1, 8, and
let's try 179.
179. Okay. 179.
I will change 9 to 8.
1, 7, 8. Okay. Thanks, Vineet.
Oh, I should have changed it to 6. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now I figured out. Yeah, now
Okay, so you have the strategy?
Yeah, I think so.
You want to play once more?
No, Aditya, just complete this game first.
Okay.
Can I play?
Okay, cool. I thought maybe he has a chance. Okay, cool. 178 or 176? Which should I continue?
He changed to
I will go with 6.
Okay, cool.
No, he changed to 8. That's it. There's no going back.
Yeah. Okay, so wait, I'll check if he got the strategy. I'll make it.
The thing is, with 1, it's fine. Like, okay, fine, cool. Go ahead.
I will go with 6 to 4.
Yeah, okay, yeah, from here, yeah. So, yeah, whatever I do, you'll make it okay. Yeah, from whatever I do, you'll make it 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So, okay, so do you want to play with me the strategy? I know it's just playing randomly. So, at one point, the strategy went off.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to play like with proper numbers?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. So this time I'll be strictly sticking to the strategy. So
okay.
No. So, do you want to go? You fix the
if
number.
you write the numbers, I will choose the guy who I will choose who to play.
Okay, so I'll give 21, 22, 23.
Okay.
Who do you want to play?
I will play Alice first one.
Okay.
Can I play Aditya?
Yeah, sure.
So.
Can you change the numbers a bit? I'm not satisfied with the numbers. let that be a bit.
Yeah, no. Then I would.
Basically, the game is numbers.
I will choose number, right?
This was so easy. 21, 22, 23 was very easy. Oh no.
Yeah, like either you can choose the number and I will choose the person, or I can choose the number, you choose the person.
You choose the numbers, I will choose the person.
Okay. Let's go with 20, 30, 40.
Okay, 20, 30, 40. Okay, then that's problematic. I will play the second person.
Okay, so I will start with the first person. Aditya, let's change 40 to 10. It's your turn.
Let's change 30 to 10.
20 to 10.
No, 30 to 10.
Saying this dumb. Are you sure? Oh, what?
Are you sure?
I think what happened? No. Oh, okay. I missed that. Okay, it's 20, 30, 10. Then yeah.
I give you the chance. You can play your move again. It's fine.
Okay, then I have to do that. Okay. What trend? Okay, I will change 10 to 8. Let's see what you will do. Okay. I will change 10 to 8.
You had a strategy, right? Like, is it failing or something?
No. I think I got it when you give the numbers, when you change the numbers, right? I think maybe if the first, second person I messed up there.
So right now, are you winning or losing according to your strategy?
No, I will tell after you play once.
Secret strategy, okay.
Yeah, that's the strategy, not saying it.
22?
30 to 28.
28. Okay, so we're continuing the strategy.
Yeah, you made it. I will make 28 to 12.
So you think you can win still?
I'm not so sure because I'm not sure of the solution, but I have the idea of a solution. What it should be like after I've seen you play now also in the previous game. I think I've got what is the solution. Idea of
continue the strategy. Let's see who wins.
Maybe so now I know who wins. Let's see.
I was sure when the two numbers were odd and one number was even. When all are even, I'm not so sure.
Okay, so we can try with that as well. It's completely fine. For now, Aditya change 20 to 4.
So I like the playing safe.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Come on, Pragati. You can still win.
Meanwhile, the strategy being like
change 12 to 2.
That's a nice move. Change 8 to 6, Aditya. I just want to follow my strategy.
Okay.
Are you anybody meeting under by the way, yeah, it'll be a bit embarrassing ways if you turn your mic and say.
No, don't change 6 to 2. Change 6 to 5.
Okay. Change 2 to 1, Aditya.
Okay. Yeah, he is getting good. Change. Okay, then he will go for 3 or 1. Okay, yeah, here I lost. Yeah, here I lost.
Oh, so what happened? Do you want to select the numbers like differently?
This is a whole game.
Okay, anyone else who has some
Wait a
idea?
minute. Hello, excuse me.
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
I play?
Wait a minute. Just there is 415, right? You just modify that one once.
Also, make 5 to 4. You could be.
Make the 5 into 4.
Are you sure? Then you will have 414. Are you sure?
Can you just unmute again?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hello, can I play?
Can I play after this as well?
Can you just raise your hand? Like, I guess if you just raise your hand.
Yeah, others, give us a second. Pragdish, can you raise your hand? Because he was continuing, right? Okay, he's on. Yeah, so you wanted to make it 414.
No, I didn't want to make it 414. Somebody said means 4.
Okay, what do you want to make it?
I knew that when 415 appeared, I lost. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
I agree, I lost.
Make that 5 to 2. Make that 5 to 2.
Someone says make that 5 to 2. Are you sure again? You have 4.
Yeah.
I want to.
Remember that
let's change 4 to 3.
1, 2, 3 is a losing question.
If anyone
Ajosh, it's your turn.
For that.
Ajosh, are you still in the game?
Yeah, me, right?
Yeah. So what's your turn? Like, what's your move?
In the 415 position, right?
Like in the
What
415.
will you do when there is 414?
If there's 414, I'll remove the 1. It becomes a 2-stone problem with equal piles. So 4-4, whatever you do. So if you make 4-4 to 3-4, I'll make it to 3-3. And this will continue until I make it to 0-0.
Can you scroll up? Can I try?
Yeah, sure.
Try something. Okay, so when it was 4 to 4, 12, 8.
Okay, Nachiket, do you want to play? Like
Yeah.
From the start?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Okay, same numbers?
Let's take some different numbers. Let's try something different. So I guess Pragati said he had to do something with 2 even odd or something. So let's take some odd numbers. Let's take 21, 27, and 32.
21, 27, and 32.
Yeah. Do you want to go first or second?
1 second.
You are?
I'll go first.
Yeah.
I'm Nachiket.
Nachiket will go first. Cool.
Oh, Nachiket goes first. Cool.
Okay.
So what's your move, Nachiket?
1 second. Let me just think it out. Can I make 27 into 10?
Okay, that looks like a nice move. Let me follow my strategy. So change 32 to 31. Yeah, it's your turn, Nachiket.
Yeah. 1 second. Shit. Okay, no. It's above 10.
This is no one from the
No.
read can answer or find a strategy.
I was thinking you got to make it some sort of arithmetic progression, but
If you guys cracked the solution for pile 1 pile and 2 pile, I thought you might do it for 3 pile as well.
Okay.
For some reason, no one in the group can do.
Yeah. Okay, it doesn't work.
I think the solution is related to adding numbers and equating it to the addition of 2 piles will lead to third pile. I think that should be the strategy.
Okay.
But then you can do it in different ways, right? Like how you played last time.
Yeah. But when it's specifically 2 odd on 1 even, then we can follow the strategy to make it 1, 2, 3. Then we will win, I think.
So you have 2 odd and 1 even over here. Do you want to try with this?
I think
Okay,
I will
let's
try
give
with
others
this.
some chance. Okay, let's give one chance to someone else. Nachiket, do you want to continue that game, or like do you agree or defeat or something?
I think, yeah, it's not possible to make those 3 numbers always come inside the 80, so I think it doesn't work. So it's fine.
Okay, so let's go to the other person. Bharat Reddy, yeah, would you like to continue this game? Bharat, can you unmute? Okay. Anurag, can you unmute?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Anurag, would you like to continue this game from 21-10-31?
Yes.
Okay, it's your turn. You can play your move.
31 to 11.
Oh, that looks like a nice move. Aditya, maybe change 21 to 1. Let's try to put the summation thing.
11 to 9.
Okay.
He has already won the game, I guess.
189.
187.
167.
He has already won, bro.
164.
Let him play. Let him continue. Come on.
164.
164. Okay. 154.
Okay. I got it now.
Okay. Okay, you got it. Okay. That is nice. Anyone else who can challenge me? Okay, maybe I'll just lower the hands once again. So yeah, now if anyone wants to play, you can just raise your hand. Okay, we have one person, two. Okay, so let's go with Mohit. Mohit had raised his hand earlier as well. So yeah, Mohit, would you like to start with this 21, 27, 32? Mohit, can you try to unmute? I guess I'm not able to hear you. I guess there is some difficulty in unmuting. So sometimes MS Teams, like it's a bit weird, but okay, let's go with Atakari. I'm not sure if I pronounce your name correctly. E21B. Yeah. What's your name?
Atakari.
Okay, Atakari. Okay. So yeah. Would you like to go first, or should I go first with 21?
You go first. I will follow you.
Okay, I should go first.
Yeah.
Let's try to do something different this time. Aditya changed 32 to 14. At 21, 27, 14.
27 to 7.
21 to 7.
No, 27 to 7.
7.
Oh, 27 to 7.
I guess he is also following something like summation.
Some pattern.
Maybe I guess I will not try to follow that pattern this time so that he can also win. So let's change 21 to 9. It's your turn.
14 to 5.
14 to 5.
He's following AP, I guess. 7, 5, 7, 9.
Maybe then I will follow the summation thing. Change 9 to 2. It's your turn.
Yeah. Wait.
I guess now he can't make it AP. Can he? No, right?
No. He has to increase to make it AP. So
4. 7 to 4.
7 to 4.
Maybe rounding up. or something. He changed 7 to 4, right? Okay.
7 to 4.
Let's change 2 to 1.
No more option. I will.
Okay. We are seeing so many people fail. It feels a bit embarrassing, but okay, we can't do much. Okay, Charchit, are you sure you want to play?
Yeah.
We're like threatening right now.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah, let me try.
Okay, let's try it out. So let's continue with some other numbers. So let's change 27 to okay. Let's take 22, 31, and 35.
Okay.
Would you like to go first, or should I go first?
You go first.
Okay, I should go first. Okay. Change 35 to 9. Let's try to do the summation thing.
31 to 11.
31 to 11. That's a strange move, but okay. Let's follow the summation thing, Aditya. Let's change 22 to 2.
9 to 6.
Okay, you look confident. Let's change 11 to 4 and follow the summation thing. It's also AP for Ati, but yeah, Atakari, yeah.
Yeah, not change even 4 and not even 6.
Oh, I thought you were a bit confident, so you might make it difficult, but are you sure you lost, or like you want to continue?
We check. If I change, no.
Okay, Anurag wants to continue. Anurag, would you like to continue from here? You can just unmute yourself. Anurag, can you unmute?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so what would you do, Anurag?
2 to 1.
Okay, that looks like a nice move. Aditya, let's change 6 to 5.
Still following AP.
Okay.
Some rules.
Okay, so I guess everyone probably lost. Pragadeep, do you still want to try?
In this 22, 31, 35. Okay, I will try for one last time, then I will go.
Okay. So let's continue from this number. Would you like to go first, or should I go first?
You choose.
Oh, okay, I go first.
Okay.
Okay, so I will just repeat my move, like change 35 to 9.
22, 31. Okay.
Start with 2.
I will change 31 to 13.
Oh, nice. You are also following summation. Okay. Change 22 to 4. Let's see what happens. Maybe he will change 13 to 5.
Change 13 to 11.
Oh. He has something else in his mind. Okay, I will follow the summation thing. I'm pretty sincere. Let's change 4 to 2.
Raghavesh, can you repeat?
Change 11 to 7.
Oh, he's coming back.
This is summation. Summation makes a comeback.
9 to 5.
Summation making a comeback? Or is it dead?
He can't change 7 to 3. He's smart for that. he can't follow his summation thing now, I guess.
Yeah, I can't do that now. That means there is something wrong with my solution. So
So what
you
will you
should
do?
be able to follow. I think I will make 5 to 4.
Okay.
2, 7, 4.
Let's change 7 to 6.
6. 2, 6, 4. AP back.
I'll change 6 to 5.
Sure. You're 2, 5, 4.
Let's change it to 1, 5.
Yeah, I expected this. Yeah, I knew he will change 1 to 5 4.
Yeah.
Actually, after 1 2 3, 1 5 4 is the magical number. Yeah. I knew he
Yeah,
will
so
do that.
there are many magical sets like that. So to find those sets.
There is some pattern for it, and summation is one of the pattern. I'm sure about that, but I'm not sure of the whole solution.
Okay. Anyone else in the meet who would like to challenge me?
Two odd numbers and one even number.
Mohanish.
Start with one even and two odd, two even and one
Can
odd
you
number.
just raise your hand?
He wants to start with 2 even and an odd number.
Oh, Pragati.
No. Mohanish.
Okay, Mohanish. Okay, sure. He wants to start with
2 even, 1 odd.
Okay.
So numbers. And Mohanish.
Right?
One even and two odd, then you will turn them into, right?
No, what do you want to start with? Like 1 even, 2 odd, or what?
Okay, so start with. Wait a minute.
Sure. Okay, so I'm assuming that everyone else in the meet has accepted their defeat. Like, they can't win. I think the game is pretty simple, right? You just have 3 piles and you can take any number of stones from it. Like, you can think it naturally, how can the solution be complicated or something? It will just have to do something with the numbers, right? Whatever is the solution or technique. So what can be so complicated with some numbers that can't be solved by students who have made it to IIT Madras?
16, 20, 25.
16, 20, 21.
Okay, choosing the number, so I would go like decide what to do, right?
Yeah.
So I would go first, maybe. Maybe make 16 to 1.
We now made two to odd and one even.
What?
Yeah, now you have 2 odd, 1 even.
So I'll make 21 to 19.
Okay, Aditya, you know what to do. 18.
Got used to it. So
Come on, Mohanish.
I'll make 19 to 10.
then we'll make to 11, I guess. 18 to 11.
Okay. I like the summation thing, right? Like they said something in summation, so.
So Mohanish.
Wait.
I think if you guys can figure out the pattern when one, like, it's also a bit interesting. What exactly goes with when one pile is one. That's also interesting.
11 to 8.
So in 10 to 9, I guess.
You can play with right in here.
So now
9 to 7.
9 to 7. So 187.
168. 67.
167.
156.
Oh, one. Okay, 165. I'll make it 145.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
choose it.
Okay.
Let him play.
Do you want to play from 145?
We don't have any hurry or something.
Yeah.
But again, the fact remains, like, the problem is so simple. There are just 3 pies, you can take any number of stones. Still, like, you are not able to figure out anything out of it. Like, that is a bit for thing to appreciate. That, like, you know, the solution has to do something with 3 numbers. So what can be something with 3 numbers which you guys are not able to make?
I have seen like whoever makes one pile one loses the round. So
Okay, so Monish,
Oh, hear that joke. Yeah. Neat was the one who made it 1 and he won.
I think that the first one who tries to make those 3 numbers as 2 odd and 1 even is like winning, right?
so yeah, but the other player didn't play like 1000 IQ thing, right? Yeah, but if he would have made like I guess it was 120-21, right? What
Yeah.
Vinith made.
Yeah, this is what we
So
need.
it's like, yeah, it's like win-win situation for him, right?
Yeah.
But if the numbers would have been different, then the other player could have won, like not the consecutive numbers.
But from here, are you sure he'll always lose? Because you still don't know if he made bogus moves along the way. He might have not stuck with strategy.
But the other player could like won't do it, right?
The other player might not recognize it. Yeah. So yeah, anyone wants to play? Anyone has a strategy? Wants to continue? Hush. Okay. Hush, can you unmute?
Yeah, I'm unmute.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Hush. Sorry. I had not seen the name.
Yeah.
So you want to play out
I
once?
just want to like discuss it a bit. I think if there are consecutive numbers making one pile, the other pile one would make us win.
Always?
If the numbers are like if the odd number is the bigger one. Yeah.
Interesting.
Like
So,
if the number is
but if they're not that
80,
way, if the numbers are not continuous,
if the numbers are not continuous, the one who makes one, the any of the pile one would lose.
That's an interesting observation. So can you continue on it? Can you see why you have to make one?
It's like 1, 2, 3 is the win-win situation ultimately. So we have to make one pile one so that we can continue the other two numbers consecutively to get the 1, 2, 3 formation.
Yeah. So you're making different observations. So can you bring those observations together to form a strategy? So it may not be now. Also, you can work to say until the next session that we have, probably next week, and yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to play right now? You want to try out something right now?
I just want to discuss the theory which I have.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you are making some observations. I'm not going to tell if it's right or wrong right now, but try to continue your observations and check if it fits some kind of pattern.
Yeah.
So anyone else wants to play? I guess that's pretty much it. So
Can I play once again? Like,
yeah, sure. Mohanish, right? Cool.
Yeah.
So you choose the numbers, I'll choose the position.
Yeah.
So you want to play with?
So 9, 11, and 20.
9, 11, 20. Are you sure? I'll ask it first, okay?
Okay, wait.
Then I'll go first. And this is actually a thing that we had played before. I'll follow the rule and I'll make it 9, 11, 2. So from 9, 11, 2, what do you want to do? Okay, silence. Mohan, thinking, I guess.
11 to 7, sorry.
11 to 7, good. 9, 7, 2. I'll stick to the pattern. 5, 7, 2.
Seven, 5 to 7 to 5. No, 7, 7 to 6.
7 to 6. So 5, 6, 2. I'll make it 4, 6, 2.
Again, it's the same.
You want to continue from here, or you've decided you're lost?
No, lost.
Okay, cool. So yeah, if someone can win, yeah, they'd definitely
Can
be
I play
called
like
the.
one? I need more observations, I guess.
Yeah.
So you choose the numbers first.
Okay. I'll go with, say, 21, 24, and I'll go with some AP, I guess, 27.
Make 24 to 2.
21. Okay, you're starting, right? So, hash and me. So 21, 22, 27. Can I do? I can. 21. I'll make it 21, 2, and 19. Oh no, give me a second. 21, 2, 27. 21, 2, and 23. This seems fine. Yeah.
I will make 23 to 19 then.
Okay. 21 to 19. I'll make 21 to 17. 17 to 19.
I will make 19 to, let's say, 15.
15. So 17 to 15. I'll make 17 to 15. I'll make it 17. No, sorry. 17 and change to 13. 13 to 15.
I will make 15 to 11.
11 to 13. So I think this is a familiar state. I'll make it 11 to 9.
I will make 11 to 7.
Okay, 11 to 7. So I'll make it 9 to 7. I'll make it 5 to 7. Basically, we've been making the same kind of move. So you want to make 2?
I will.
It feels like the person is struggling.
It's like we made the exact same moves continuously, and yeah.
Now it's like I have lost already, I guess. Because
Yeah. I thought
if
you'll
I
say it
make
at
it
9
3,
to
you will
11,
make
but
it
yeah,
1.
5 to 7 also fine. So yeah, so this is the whole game that we played. So you can use it to play strategy.
I guess like let's end the game with this.
Yeah.
End the session. You guys can think on it a bit more. If you can come up with a strategy, do feel free to like DM us, or you can write on group as well. It's fine. if you get a strategy, you would really be very pleased, and like it would really be a nice thing if you can get a solution. If you don't get, you can try to come up with approaches or something, like you can think it would be something around this. You try to play with it a bit. These are just 3 numbers, so you can, like, there are just finite possibilities on what can happen in a given criteria. So think on it. If you get something, you can get back to us. We hope you enjoyed the session. Aditya, do you have something to add?
No, that's it. Like, just hope you enjoyed, and yeah, so we'll be giving you we'll be adding you into the groups that we said about. So not this. We'll add you into the groups, and in the groups there are 2 problem sets, 1 and 2, and we'll also give you the code template. So each problem will just be some kind of riddle, kind of logical riddle, where you have to just output an integer answer, and you can just try out these problems to get familiar with problem solving. That's pretty much from our side. We'll post about in the groups as well, so no worries.
Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, guys, those who are left, can you please leave? Like, so that we can know you were at least here. Otherwise, you might think like you were just waiting.